In 1934, Italy won the World Cup on home soil, but the road to even getting there involved a mystery that's never fully been explained. A qualifier that just stopped, and decades later, the real reason why started to come out. That 1934 tournament was hosted by fascist Italy, under the rule of dictator Benito Mussolini. For Mussolini, football wasn't just sport, it was propaganda. A World Cup win on home soil was a chance to show the world the strength of fascist Italy, and he wasn't leaving that to chance. Mussolini himself called in the head of the Italian Federation and told him plainly, Italy has to win this World Cup. Not it would be nice, not let's try. Italy has to win it. And when a dictator gives you that kind of instruction, you find ways to make sure it happens. So Italy get drawn against Greece in qualifying. Not exactly a football superpower at the time, Greece had won just one of their last 12 games. First leg in Milan, Italy cruised to a 4-0 win. Simple. All that's left is the away leg in Athens, where 20,000 tickets have already been sold. And then, out of nowhere, Greece pull out of the competition entirely. Officially, the story was that Greece were too demoralized by the 4-0 defeat to bother turning up for the second leg. That's the version FIFA own website still tells. And there was a real upside for Italy here too. It spared them a long boat journey to Athens just a month before their own World Cup, letting them stay home and focus on preparing for the tournament instead. Convenient timing, to say the least. Because decades later, a report emerged that told a very different story. The Greek Federation was broke, totally cash-strapped. And Italy, desperate to avoid any risk of an upset with Mussolini watching every move, allegedly pressured them into walking away and paid for it. Not with cash under the table, but with an actual house in Athens, gifted to the Greek Federation as their new headquarters, worth roughly $400,000 in today's money. It gets murkier. In the 90s, an Italian newspaper published claims from a future Greek national team coach, who was part of that 1934 squad, saying that on top of the building, key players and officials were paid to stay quiet. Here's the detail that actually backs it up. Records show the Greek Federation moved addresses 4 times in their first 6 years as a FIFA member, constantly shifting, no stability. Then suddenly, right around 1934, they settled into one building on Philly Street in Athens, and they stayed there for the next 20 years. So Italy went on to win that World Cup on home soil, just like Mussolini demanded. And to this day, nobody can prove beyond doubt that a qualifier was bought and paid for. But when a broke federation suddenly gets handed a house, right when a dictator needs a result, you're allowed to ask questions. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe, as there's a lot more forgotten World Cup history where this came from, and let us know what story you'd like to see covered next.